All right, y'all, welcome. Today we're going to take a look at another video from a man, The Desirable Truth, on YouTube. I'll link to him down in the video description below so you can sub to the channel, make some good stuff. Let's jump into this one, The Reality of Modern Dating in Austin, Texas edition. See what happens on this one.
If we were dating and I cheated...
We are dating.
Where'd you get that from?
Just now.
We just met 2 minutes ago.
And that's why we're together.
Take me out to dinner first. At least.
I cooked earlier. I be cooking.
So what would you make for me then?
Whatever you want.
Our meat. What a legend. Thank you, brother.
Doesn't matter.
I'll Google it if I don't know it. You cute.
So again,
don't let it distract you, bro.
If we were dating and I cheated on you.
If you had a reason for cheating though, did you get something out of it or was it just some coochie?
I mean, what more does a man need? Come on, can we? I mean, what more? You know what I mean? Like, it's like, ladies, do you understand that? Like, the kitty cat is a commodity. It's very scarce. Believe it or not, very scarce. For most men, they don't get the kitty cat regularly. It's a commodity. So being able to get it often, it's a valuable resource, man. It's a valuable resource. You know, you got to think about it in those terms sometimes.
It was just coochie.
I won't be mad. It's cool. You didn't give her no money, right? You gave her some money?
Nope.
Okay, I don't care.
Oh, that's different.
You don't care if it was just sex.
Yeah, I mean, it's you're not gonna think about it no more. It's just sex. Like, men don't think about sex the way women think about sex.
No. So as long as I'm taking care of things at home, then we're good?
Yeah, but don't keep cheating on me.
What if I wanted an open relationship?
Can I be open too?
Oof.
Not on your
I
end.
don't want to be open. That's okay. I mean, that's cool. I'm cool with that.
So I'm already okay. So here's what I'm taking away from Shorty so far. She's very grounded in reality as far as, like, you know, if a man gonna do something, you're gonna do it. You can't control him. But she's very much, she's very much of the type that's like, you can do that, but as long as you ain't giving no other woman your monetary resources, then she's cool. She want the money. Let's be clear. Let's be clear. And let me drop another bomb from my man, our meat going crazy with the Cash App love. Thank you, brother.
And you don't see this as you viewing yourself as less than or having a low self-esteem?
I'd rather the truth I'd rather me know it than, like, be lied to. I mean, we all fuck up. We're not human. I mean, we're not perfect. Like, put your trust in no man but God, so.
I mean, that's a fact.
At 29.
Yo, what is she wearing?
What's the oldest you would date?
The oldest that I would date.
Is that thing off to the side? Bro, is it my eyes? I'm looking so hard right now. Why does it look like it's not even lined up where it's supposed to be? It looks like it's shifted and the lip is hanging. Yo, what?
I don't even want to fucking date, but, you know, probably 50.
60? Oh, 50.
I don't know, girl.
No, but what are you going to get from a 60-year-old man?
You getting his will?
Okay, so nothing. Like, so what I love is personality, and, you know, it makes me really, I love people that can make me laugh, but I've been in really bad relationships, okay?
I wonder why. You know what? I'm pretty sure with a fairly high certainty that just by looking at her, I can understand why she's been in some bad relationships. You know what I mean? It's called lack of judgment. Like, why would you go out what is this, bro? When did we get into this era of like, it used to be that this was stripper attire for strippers in a strip club, right? And we done moved into a culture now where this has become like stripper attire has become normalized outerwear. What the fuck is happening? This is crazy. She got her little ass kitty cat is hanging out, you know what I'm saying? Hanging on for dear life. You know what I'm saying? What is happening? Why would you? She's the same type of person that will go on social media and talk about how, you know, men are so nasty the way they look at me and they just see me as an object. What the fuck are you wearing outside?
like horrible relationships like that. I've almost died. So I'm just trying to like have fun with people and have a good time.
Well, how'd you almost kick the bucket?
Do what?
How'd you almost kick the bucket?
I had you can see the scar on my neck. My ex-husband, when I was 22, almost cut my head off with a machete.
You should get that close up.
So hold on. So what did you do to make him that pissed off?
Why would you say?
Yeah, here we
what
go.
did I do?
What do you do? Now you victimized her, but the reality is there's always a cause and effect. The reality is that in few instances, right, does someone just go and say, I'm just going to go get a machete and put it to your neck just because. There's always underlying things that have occurred that have built up and led to that. And maybe it's not in that moment, maybe, but there's other things that have built up into this. I hate the idea that there can never be something that was a triggering effect. There can never be nothing that they actually did or said that got someone to the point of full on just losing it. Can we be for real about this?
He was an abusive person. He was just an abusive person. There was nothing that I did. I was the perfect housewife. I was with him for like 6 months and shit. Whenever we were married, and like he just became abusive.
Do you feel?
Yo, this story don't add up. I was the perfect wife, and he just magically turned into Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. You understand? It doesn't make any sense. Can we please be for real about stuff like this? It makes no sense.
Like that marriage ruined your view on relationships?
Exactly. Yes. And I'm
I
out
use
here having
OBS.
a great time, having fun. That's why I'm hanging out with him. He's a fun time.
Well, how did it change your view on men when you saw that?
It's happened twice at this point, so I don't believe in relationships anymore. I'm scared of them. I'm traumatized.
You're scared of commitment fully to anybody?
Yes, I'm terrified. Yes.
Oh my God, bro. It's like a walking hypocrite. She's terrified, yet she's roaming the streets of Austin, Texas with damn near her pussy lips hanging out. Do y'all understand how this does not make any sense? It is wild that is the norm for today's, culture. You know what I'm saying? It don't.
And that's been the result of the abuse from 7 years ago.
Yes, exactly.
Do you ever think you can overcome that?
Yeah, I've done therapy before, but it doesn't help. So here I am, just having a good time with my friend. I'm having a great time.
How old are you?
18.
Are you single?
No, I'm in a relationship.
How long now?
How long? Yeah. It's been about 5-6 months.
Do you have pictures of your ex on your phone?
Hell no. Never.
Why not?
Because to keep that as an open portal to my past is the worst thing I could ever do. It's almost like right there actively I have an open door to subverting, to going back when I know that I'm trying to build a life with my girl now.
The perfect example, if that wasn't clear enough, and again, let me hit the bell for bro, 100%. It's like being a drug addict and you've managed to move on from the drug of choice, get into a better situation, but then like you keep a little stash in your room. You know what I'm saying? Like no one would ever agree that that's acceptable. And if you apply that logic to exes, that like there should be no reason to be friends with your ex. That's the biggest cap ever, bro. It is just a way to keep them in the background so that when the current situation falls apart on a lonely Tuesday night when you're by yourself, you can just, hey, what are you doing? And get piped down once or twice, have a quick little fling, because you don't want to go back to them, but there's a level of comfort that because we're gonna get in bed because you've had it already. Then you want to add a body to your list or whatever. So it's easier to revert back to someone you've had already than to go and find someone new. But when you keep those exes around, it's problematic for both sides, by the way.
Well, what about memories? I mean, it was a part of your life at one point.
Well, the thing is, I have a certain theory about memories. I think
Jose, what's
memories
up?
are just stains on
What's
our
up,
nervous
Bernie?
system. They're just stains in our brain that are brought about us, that are brought onto us by the world. But we have the ability with awareness to not have to identify with those memories, rather identify with what we're trying to be, not what we came from.
So before you get into a relationship, you delete them.
The memories or the photos?
The photos.
Of course, I delete the photos right after I get right after I fucking finish a relationship.
Why do you choose to get with her instead of staying single?
I chose to get with my girl. I chose to get with my girl who I knew would bring me a better life, simply because if I stayed single, that's another open door for me to be able to do basically whatever I want. But whatever I want isn't what I want. It's those impulses taking over me. That's just gonna traumatize me even more. So if I keep that positive
He
energy
cooking.
from that girl around me,
He's
and
cooking.
also keep basically a chain link between us, that ensures that I don't go do anything stupid to compromise my own sanity.
How old are you?
26.
Are you single?
Good Lord.
No.
Them thighs.
How long you been in a relationship?
3 years, you can say.
What made you commit to your man instead of telling him to kick rocks?
He's a good guy at the end of the day. He's the first guy I'll
What's up,
say
Krish?
that made me want something more serious. Like, I never really believed in marriage and stuff and all that, but with him, I could see it.
So you were kind of a player yourself before he came around.
I wouldn't say I was a player,
Yeah.
but I had options, but
Yeah.
no one.
I ain't a player. I just fuck a lot. Her face ass. You ain't
ever
fooling me,
interested
baby.
me enough that I was like, okay, like I can see a life with this person.
No. Did you come to this realization at year 3 or was this at year 1.5?
No, it was like a few months in.
That's when you realized.
Yeah. He's my person.
So what was it about him that just signified that?
The person that I was around him, like he brought out a playful side, like a very comfortable side. I'm usually a really shy person.
Now be honest with me.
Okay.
If you saw him texting another girl now,
Yeah.
knowing who he is,
Yeah.
would you still try to figure it out? Or would you tell him it's over?
Probably that it's over. I don't play that shit. I just don't. I don't know. You gotta be loyal. If I'm not doing that, I don't want you to do that. And if I was doing that, it would be like justifiable if you stopped talking to me.
Now, what if you saw messages from the very beginning of when you got together, but nothing's happened since then?
Okay, then that's something we could work through.
How old are you?
29.
Are you single?
Yes, I am.
What's your experience dating as a single 29-year-old man?
My experience, it's been interesting because I've dated all around the world, and I'm originally from Vancouver, Canada, and the worst women I've ever met are in Canada.
America.
Oh, shit.
Shots fired! Shots fired!
Do you have any Canadians in the chat or in the comments right now? Because good Lord, he just said y'all are trash. Oh, my God.
Not America, no.
Why are Canadian women in the dating field worse there than it is here to you?
The biggest problem is that people think quantity equals value, so a girl might have 40 guys in her DM, and it might inflate her ego and thinks, oh, I'm so sexy, I'm so hot. But that's not valuable men in there. Those aren't men of stature of value that just because you have a lot of guys messaging you doesn't mean you want to date any of those guys.
Exactly.
So it's inflated ego until they're about 30, 31, and that biological clock starts ticking, and then, I got to find a high-value guy.
That's very much a false, it's almost like false positive results on a test or something like that. You know what I'm saying? It's just because you get all these guys in your DMs trying to, throw those attention and all that stuff, but these are guys you would never give any play to. So does it even really matter what they're saying? Because you would never give any of them time of day for all the various reasons, how they look, maybe they'll meet certain personality, they just want to have sex with you. You know what I mean? Like you would never give them the time of day. So does it really even matter if all these guys are in your inbox trying to, you know what I'm saying, riz you up? Nope.
Don't you think that that's a problem that damn near every woman faces, more so than the ones in Canada?
No, because I spent a lot of time in Eastern Europe, and I just literally got back from Colombia 2 days ago.
He's a passport,
and
bro.
People are a lot more genuine there. Just because a girl's not interested in you, she can still be cordial with you, talk to you, flirt with you. I had girls that say, hey, I have a boyfriend, but they were still nice. Here, it's like, I have a boyfriend, or like they want to outdoor. It's like, hey, that's okay. Let's just be normal.
Hey, something I need to address about the passport bros that I hear the criticisms when you see people commentate, and you know, typically it's like a female influencer or voice on social media that says, oh, these passport bros just go out there to go get the women who they can afford out there because they couldn't afford that same type of woman, quality woman here in the US, yada yada yada. And there's some truth to that. To be fair, there's some truth in that. There are guys, passport bros, that go to these countries, that go to the impoverished areas, and basically you're paying for the pee, right? I've seen it myself as I traveled around the world and all that. But the other side of this is that you can go to other countries and meet genuine women in those countries that are authentic and real, and actually find you some quality relationships, you know, and in fact even find you someone to potentially marry or bring back to the States or something like that. You know what I mean? That is another component of the passport bros. I've been in that situation, you know what I'm saying? When I lived in Kingston, Jamaica and stuff like that, met a local girl and we got engaged and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can go to these different places and find, even in countries that are very poor, you still have economic class. So if you go there and you're meeting women that are in the higher circles of the economy class, social class, and all that stuff, they're, you know what I'm saying, they're going to operate much differently than, say, a woman that's, you know, just poor and needs to do whatever she can to get by. So there's the other side of it that that isn't talked about enough, that people don't really seem to know, that as a passport bro, you can find quality women out there that you're not paying for the pee, you're actually forming a genuine relationship and bond with them, and it's authentic.
Right? So I don't know what it is here. It's just a lot more toxic, I think.
Would you want to date a guy who had a promiscuous past or was a virgin?
A promiscuous past. Because he got it out of his system.
So it's more about him having all the experience that he needs.
Because a lot of guys are like, I need my hoe phase. Like, guys go through hoe phases, so make sure to get it out of their system. And like, once they know they could get whatever they want, they can like really say they want that one person.
No, is it more about that for you, or is it more about the experience that he's had?
Well, I'm not about to give up no coochie on the first date, so I don't really care. You can have like a little experience. I'll still work with that.
No. Do you think a man going through a whole phase and a woman going through a whole phase is the same thing?
No, because if you're just having a whole phase and just sleeping around, you need to go sit down as a woman. Because like, your vagina is just everywhere. But a man is like, he's getting it out of his system. Like, that urge, it's like, I can control it now.
Why do you think about it like that?
It's the truth. It's the truth.
It's just true?
Yeah, because women look at sex like emotionally. Men look at sex as just like an object.
She's
like,
based.
I just want to do it.
She based.
How'd you meet?
We met off of Tinder.
So y'all are
So this is the guy that's piping her down.
talking.
Well, it's not that serious. We had an agreement that like we would just be friends.
Yeah, we're just being friends.
Okay, so you're just friends.
Yeah.
Ain't no way he's there to just be friends. He's playing the long game until she decides to give him some. Can we be honest about this? Ain't no man trying to be a friend to a woman in a platonic relationship. That shit's such a fucking lie. Oh my God. What?
Yes.
So you couldn't see yourself sleeping with him at all?
I've already slept with them.
Oh my God. This is the same woman who said she was traumatized and all this shit by men. You can't make it up, man. Oh my God. But you know, matter of fact.
God damn it! You can't make this shit up!
Yep. The late great Kevin Samuel said it best.
What, it's not a talking stage?
No, we're just friends.
It's a fun stage.
Yeah, we just go out and have fun. Like, what's wrong with that?
They're just fuck buddies. Just say what it is. You're not friends. You're not friends if his dick was in and around your mouth. I mean, if that's the case, then you know what I'm saying, lady, you want to be my friend? Because you know what I'm saying, you'll get piped down. You know, it don't make no sense. It don't make no sense.
So, how'd you come to that agreement?
I mean, we had both talked about it, and we're the same way. So we just hang out and we fuck.
Yeah, like we kind of randomly got to the vibe at the same time. We're like, oh yeah, we're just trying to have fun.
Yeah, we both want to be single.
Yeah.
So it's a open relationship, friends with benefits.
It's not a relationship. Friends with benefits.
Yeah, friends with benefits.
It's not an open relationship because that means you're a couple, but we're not a couple.
Yeah, there's no relationship
We're just
there.
we're friends who have fun, have sex every now and then.
How long have you been doing this?
A couple of weeks. So we've been having
about a month.
Yeah, we've been having a great time. I love it.
You know, he smashed that first night they linked. 100%. He smashed it to smithereens. Bro is actually, round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Round of applause. He's winning right now. My man's is up. City Boys is up. He's winning right now. You know what I'm saying? He got the best of everything. He gets to hang out a little bit. Don't got to give her all the attention required for a relationship. Gets to pound the punani every now and again. You know what I'm saying? Oh, bro's winning.
So, be honest, as a man, you wouldn't care if like me and her did something together or if she did something with another man?
I really wouldn't.
Yeah,
Just because we already know the structure of
yes.
our
honest with each
our
other.
friendship. Like, I really wouldn't. Trust me, there's girls who I'll be like, jealous over type shit, but like, we're not.
Did he really just subtly say there's other women that I actually care for that I would have a problem with someone with her smashing, but her, we don't love these hoes. He literally is saying that, y'all. If you can read it between the lines, he basically is saying we don't love these hoes. And that she ain't the one to care enough about if she smashes somebody else. Right in her face, he's saying this. Hey, for her, it's right over her head. She don't even know what's happening right now.
Yeah,
We're
not those people.
homies.
We're
We're homies. We're friends.
Yeah.
That's it. Like, it doesn't have to be like that with every relationship that you're in with a man and a woman.
Exactly.
Have you ever thought about going through your girl's phone?
Yeah, for sure. But literally, when I asked her, would you give me your passwords to social media? Immediately she said, yeah. So I never had the need. I don't feel like I have the need. My girl is like pure innocent consciousness. I was gifted to be able to be the person that basically took her virginity, but I have to preserve that innocence. I have to help preserve that purity. She is not someone who gets taken over by these impulses in this culture.
Wait, so she's still a virgin?
No, I took her virginity.
How does it feel knowing that you're the first man that she slept with?
It's the biggest responsibility ever. It sucks because I know I was unpure at the time and I tainted her. I made it to where I gave her a micro trauma, but at the same time,
what?
It's all out of love. We're loving each other, so we can use that to build upon each other as a learning experience. I don't feel great having already fucked other girls and then getting with this girl who I actually want to make love with. But at the same time, I just take it as the responsibility that it is. I have to show her the most beautiful things that life has to offer because she gave me all of her.
So you see her as your forever woman?
100% of the way. I love you, Brooke.
You don't think you'd ever be tempted by any of these other women?
We're tempted every day. But the fact of the matter is, that's the test. And if you let yourself be overcome by the temptation, you're not even you anymore. You swear to God, every time you fucking do something evil, it wasn't you. That's because it wasn't. Why don't you take awareness and consciousness and not let these impulses take over you? You have the power to say no.
Are we at church
What's
right now?
the
I felt like we stepped into church with bro right there. He just turned into pastor. You know what I'm saying? And he got way too deep with the micro what? Like, oh, chill out, bro. Like, you're making points, but like you're going way too deep onto it. You know what I mean?
Deciding factor.
Yeah, Savage said it sounds like you groomed her. No, chill, bro, chill.
between giving a guy your number versus telling him no?
Like if a guy stopped me on the street, and I mean that's attraction. And this is if I was single. If I was single, right? Like I would have to feel attracted to the guy physically, and also how you approach me.
So if he's a 10, but he approaches you, well, okay. So it doesn't matter how a 10 out of 10 approaches you, he could still get it at the end of the day.
No, because if he's a 10 out of 10, like, okay, I can see objectively you're, like, attractive, but you're, like, the way you come at me is kind of disrespectful or, like, yo, ma, whatever. Like, I'm not having that.
So how do you want a guy to, yo, ma? That sounds a little niggerish.
I'm from New York, okay? So that's how guys usually like, yo, ma, you look good. I'm not into that. You
So
know?
how do you want a guy, so ideally, how would you want a guy to approach you then?
It has to be, like, a compliment or, like, something different. Like, you compliment something about my outfit or something that stands out, and then we get talking from there. And then from there, you can see where it goes, you know?
And what's the worst way a guy has approached you before in the past?
Trying to grab me, like to dance and stuff like that, just already getting physical, like don't touch me. I don't know. I'm from New York, I just don't like that.
So what would make you dance with a guy at a club? Would you want to see his face first, or?
Yes, in a sense, or like you reading the room, you see him from across the room, you guys are looking at each other, stuff like that. Like, you gotta
2024, the
read
game
those
is getting
signals.
harder, folks.
And then,
Facts.
Like, all right, if you're looking at a guy and I'm
Subject.
looking at you long enough, that's permission for you to come up to me. Do you know what I mean?
You make eye contact.
Yeah, yeah. You drop the sign.
If you were to date a woman, would she have to have a job?
No, she wouldn't have to have a job. She could have a job, but she wouldn't have to have one.
What makes you think that way?
Well, I want to be able to provide for my future family and my future wife to the point where I want my wife to be intelligent so I can have conversations. I want her to be educated. But if she wants to raise the kids at home, 3, 4, 5 kids, then she can stay at home. I want her to have the option to do what she wants to do.
So, as you are now, she doesn't have to be working.
She doesn't have to be working, no.
Now, be honest with me. Do you think most women would have that same standpoint when it comes on to you as a man?
Absolutely not. As a man, you have to actually have value, and you have to be
I
the
want to punch that kid
provider
so bad.
for the family, right? So it's not the same. Men and women are not the same, and our gender roles are not the same either.
Realistically, how much of a time frame do you think you'd have with your woman if you were to lose your job?
How much of it, if I were to lose my job? I think what women really want to see is that, are you ambitious? Are you hardworking? If you lose your job, and are you hitting the bottle? Are you depressed and down for 3, 4, 5 months? Are you getting up looking for new jobs, starting a new business, networking? It's all about the approach, and I think women will see that, and your family will see that as well.
What's the most a man should spend on a first date?
As much as he's comfortable with.
Do you have a
Solid.
minimum amount?
No, it depends if I like your vibe.
She pretty
Now, why isn't the money
level-headed.
that important to you?
Because I know how to make my own.
So you date a guy who is making less than you.
It depends. If he's ambitious and I know he can do more, then yes. But if he's not ambitious, then no.
I think that's fair.
No.
I think that's fair.
Why does the ambition play a part in it?
Because if you don't have ambition to do better, I don't want to be with the person that wants to be stuck in life. That's not cool.
Let me jump in on that point and say this to all my fellas that are watching this. One of the greatest personality traits, characteristics that any and every man should aspire to have is ambition. The feeling that drives you to do more, to be better, to excel at what you're doing, to take on new challenges, the ambition to elevate yourself. It has been one of the single biggest factors of my success in my career, is always knowing I could do more, I could do this better, I could do this bigger, I can grow this, I can start this company, I can do, you know what I mean? Having that internalized driving mechanism. And one thing I've noticed, and it's becoming more talked about from all these studies and people in those fields and stuff that are talking about our young men under 30, that are lacking ambition. They are content in what they're doing. You're content in just the sameness of every day. And I'm telling you that if that is you, you are setting yourself up to fucking fail. All right. So figure out how you can drive yourself to be more ambitious in your endeavors, in your work, in the things that interest you, and push yourself to excel. I'm telling you, you could look like fucking the Hunchback of Notre Dame, but if you have some ambition and some charisma and you have a good personality, you can bag some of the baddest bitches out there. I'm telling you, you can do a lot. It goes a long way. You can be a giga Chad with no ambition, content with doing whatever. Yeah, you're gonna get some chicks just off the look, but once they realize like that's all you are, you're just a meat stick to them, they're gone. You won't be able to retain chicks. You'll get a lot of one-offs, and you might be cool with that. But in the long game, if you're trying to find yourself a quality woman, she's gonna be attracted to ambition, charisma, personality, and obviously the physical stuff. But the character traits that don't get talked about enough in the red pill space is what I feel as though needs to be focused on for especially young men.
Ultimately, you want a man who is going to out-earn you.
I mean, I really don't care as long as we're both comfortable.
If you were making 100K, how much would I have to bring off the bat?
Just don't let our bills be late. Just don't let the bills be late.
If you made more than me,
I just want our bills not to be late, though. I mean, I don't care, but as long as we're good, we can be good.
when you come out to 6th Street dressed like this.
So you don't know the reason why I'm dressed.
Hold on. Someone on IG chat, let me address this. They said, and Gesh said, not about chicks, about yourself. Be great that you attract yourself. Let's, I understand what you're trying to say here, but let's be completely honest as men that if it was up to us, we would be content with playing video games, chilling out throughout the day, playing a sport or two. We'd be very content with just doing the regular stuff. We don't really require a lot as men, as a man. But doing that, like doing that level of stuff, isn't going to garner you the kind of attention you're going to want. Like, we all want a woman in our life. Yeah, we want to have a woman and or women, whatever you got going on. And the only way you are going to attract them is by elevating yourself. So, as a fact of reality, we do this shit for women. Like, think about it from an animalistic Mother Nature aspect, right? Peacocks. It's the male that comes out there with a flashy tail and does the whole thing to attract the female. Why do you think motherfuckers want to get guys want to get the nicest looking cars and want to get the nicest looking gear, to wear? You think most men are cool wearing it with shorts? I'm sitting here with shorts and a gray t-shirt on. I'm cool with this. But guess what? I can't wear this out all the time because guess what? I'd get no bitches. So you gotta clean up, go get a cut, shave, line your shit up, look presentable, put on cologne. You see what I'm saying here? We all do this shit to attract the opposite. Women just don't. They can say they get their nails and hair done for themselves, and yeah, they do. But let's also be clear that they do it because it's it's a mechanism to attract men in hopes that they can find a suitable mate. Right? We both sides have things that we do that are inherently used as a mechanism to attract the opposite sex. So again, develop ambition. Yeah, it's gonna help you in your career for sure, but it's also as a side kind of what's the word I'm looking for? It's escaping me right now, but it's gonna kind of come along with the other stuff I just talked about. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Karis? Everything's good.
Like this.
Well, that's why I'm asking.
Yeah, okay, so...
What do you think it communicates?
Do you know what raving is?
For the people who don't know, what is it?
No, do you know what raving
tell
is?
the viewers who don't know what.
Do you know what raving is? So we are pre-gaming for a rave. This is how ravers dress. if any ravers watch this, you will know exactly why, the reason I'm dressed like this.
Is there a reason why it's so provocative though for a rave?
No, it's because it's hot and you're dancing and you're having a great time. You can judge me all you want, man.
We did.
But that's your problem, not mine.
Yeah, we did.
So you don't care about how people look at you?
Absolutely not, because I'm my own person. I'm living my own life. I'm having an amazing time. I'm about to go listen to my favorite music of all life. Like, it's great. If you want to fucking judge me for that, go ahead. But this is how I'm dressed. This is what I'm doing. We're about to go to see a DJ.
But not saying you can't dress provocatively, but there's limits. I mean, your lips are outside.
Are they?
See, I knew
All
it.
right. Hold on, let me cover my lips then.
Oh, I knew it.
Sorry, my lips are out. but
I
hey,
knew it.
That's funny.
Shut up.
That's
yeah,
crazy. She had her lips out the I thought so. I'm like, maybe I'm just looking too hard. Oh my God. She is cooked. She is fundamentally for the streets.
I'm for the streets and I'm proud of it.
That's her. She's proud. She is proud. I can't believe the whole interview she been having them lips out. Flapping in the wind, y'all.
This is how we dress for raves.
Flapping in the wind.
And it is what it is. I apologize if I offended you with my vagina lips.
That's valid. You can't argue with that.
Well, how much money do you think you've spent on your girl in the last 6 months?
Shoot, I'm not gonna lie, she's a real one because I have not been making that much money right now. And most of the gifts that we give each other don't have to be physical. I'm gonna be real. To be completely honest with y'all, if your woman or man is seeking gifts that abide in material, y'all need to rethink everything about your relationship simply because that's not what's important. That's all vain because it's all gonna perish just like you. The only thing that matters is the building of the soul.
All right, bro.
So with that being said, I probably spent about maybe probably about $400 or $500 with gifts and food included.
He getting way too
but
deep
that's
into
just,
this.
so we can have experience together. Other than that, I don't worry about, like I'm so blessed to have a girl in my life that doesn't give a fuck how much I'm spending on her or not. Like literally, she drive me around to work, bro. Like get you a girl who actually cares about your soul.
And how much do you think she's spent on you?
Shoot, probably about 200 at max.
Now, why do you think naturally you ended up spending more on her?
Because as a man, I have more opportunity in this world to actually receive that energy. No. I have more of an inclination to actually go get that money. I have more drive, time, and freedom, while her role is more to be on the receiving end. And I completely understand that we should abide by our God-given graces and be the providers to the women, no doubt. So with that, I have zero problem being the person that gives more physically in the relationship.
Bro,
'cause
he's
she
yapping
nourishes me in
so
spirit.
much, bro. Shut up.
How much money do you think your man has spent on you in those last 3 years?
Probably a lot of money. I'll say like 40 grand.
$40,000. Now,
Between like vacations, concerts, gifts. He likes to spoil me.
and how much do you think you've spent on him in the last 3 years?
Yeah.
Not as much.
Yeah.
Definitely not as much.
20K?
No.
Probably not even.
She might have spent $400, if that.
5,
10? I'll say 10.
10 for sure, absolutely.
Full of shit.
Around there?
She
What do
full-
you think
She full
added
of
up
shit.
in 36 months to 10K? No, to 10K.
Oh, like when I get him?
Yeah.
When I do treat him, I like to spoil him. So like birthdays, Christmas, like things like that, I'll get him like all out.
Can we talk about how unequal it is, though, right? Hold on. Jaeger on YouTube said this kid just likes hearing himself talk. Yeah, he does. Look. He was more than likely getting her gifts on random days. Plus, don't even count the disparity in holidays that favor women. Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, Sweetest Day. Somehow Sweetest Day used to be for the men. Now that's just been jacked by the women now. It's like another second Valentine's Day part 2. Birthdays, Christmas. It's like you overwhelmingly have so many other days that women tend to get gifts on, whereas men, we have like Father's Day and a birthday maybe, and Christmas. Like you can only really count on Christmas and Father's Day to potentially get something, and that's if you're a father. If you're not a father, then you just got Christmas and maybe your birthday. Because once you're like 21 as a man, you just get like happy birthday texts and cards. You don't even get like after 30, you don't even get socks anymore or underwear. You know what I mean? So the disparity there. She did not spend no 10 bands on this man. She didn't randomly pop up and get him flowers on a Tuesday or pick him up a rollie, in the middle of July for no reason. You know what I mean?
In a sense. Whereas like he always pays for like the dinners and stuff like that. So I just eat a lot. So that's where all that money adds up from his side.
Have you ever threatened to break up with your girlfriend in the past before?
No. Because as a man, if you say something and you don't do it, your word has no value and your word isn't your bond anymore. Well, I'm going to do it, and you don't do it. I'm going to do it, and you don't do it. Every time you do that, a woman is going to lose respect for you, and any actual man is going to lose respect for you too, because your word's not your bond, and your word used to mean everything as a man.
That's true.
Does a woman's word hold the same type of energy as a man keeping his word or failing to?
No, and the reason why, because if that were the case, I'll give you a perfect example. Your friends are not going to treat you the same way as a pretty girl is going to treat you, meaning if I make plans with my friend, I'm going to meet you on Friday at 7 o'clock. And an hour before they say, hey, sorry, man, I forgot. You're going to say to your friend, that's unacceptable, man. What the hell? I booked off this time for you. I made plans around this. But if you're a pretty girl, you can get away with that. You can, as a man, a lot of guys take that disrespect. I had plans. Oh, I canceled last minute. Oh, I forgot it's my friend's birthday. So that level of integrity is not needed, unfortunately, for women. So that's why we don't treat men and women the same. That's why if your friend cancels on you and a girl cancels on you, you don't have the same reaction.
Another dope episode of the Reality of Modern Dating from my man, The Desirable Truth here. Listen, let's just recap it and say that this chick right here was the star of today's episode. She was absolutely fried, made no sense, had her pussy lips hanging out for the majority of the interview right here, said that she's traumatized by bad relationships, which I wonder why she got herself into that, and I'm being sarcastic here. I think we can tell why. And then she goes out and about to do shit like this. Absolutely crazy times out here, man. This is the reality that many of you are having to deal with out in these dating streets. God damn, it's bad out here.